Hello, in this video I want to show you why you should play Arena. Now I know there's not a lot of love for this game, and that's for a good reason. This game has many flaws, and if you take this game too seriously as a competitive shooter, then you may find yourself disappointed. However, if you just want to improve your gunplay and mechanics for Escape from Tarkov, then this is a great tool to use. Now Arena won't help you in every situation such as long range engagements, but it can help you improve your close to medium range engagements. So places like dorms, underground on reserve, resort on shoreline, factory, and pretty much most places on streets. So how can we practice our skill on Arena? First, you want to pick a kit that closely matches your playstyle. For example, I enjoy using DMRs and carbines, so I would pick something along the Assault Tree or Marksman for the AK SAG, TX-15, or the SR-25. Once you decide on a kit you want to use, work your way to Tier 2 as soon as possible, as this will probably most match Escape from Tarkov. Tier 1 has too many crappy kits, and pretty much most of them don't even have contacts. It's like playing on a scab. With Tier 2 kits, most kits have contacts with okay ammo and decent armor. Most players will now be able to play off sound, and if you know anything about Tarkov, you know how powerful that can be. Learning how to manage your sound and get info is an important skill to practice, and something Arena can help you with. However, with the ammo they shoot on Tier 2, you can make some mistakes and not get punished too hard for it. I would avoid Tier 3 until you feel fully comfortable in Tier 2, as most kits have high tier ammo and decently modded guns, making the time to kill very short. What you really want to concentrate on in Arena is sound, recoil control, and playing off angles. Don't worry too much about winning, as this game favors communication above all else, and if you're playing solo, good luck with that. Like I said earlier, taking this game too seriously as a competitive shooter will drive you insane. Now I'm going to look at some of my gameplay and see where I made some mistakes and how I can improve. I'm really bad at using cover and using my angles, so that's where my main focus will be. However, I'm still playing on Tier 1 and I'm at around 1700 ARP, so I'm still facing a lot of new players. Alright, so on the first kill, I think I played it pretty well. I was playing tight to cover, trying to get some info, and I saw the enemy first. I don't think he saw me. Unfortunately, I missed my first shot, and then this is where the enemy made a mistake. He knew someone shot at him from this direction, yet he's decided to fully sprint around and out of cover without having his gun ready to shoot, and allowing me to get that easy head tap on him, as he was still stuck in the running animation. But as you'll see in the next part, I pretty much made the same mistake as him, as I knew there was an enemy right where my team died over here. He just died, and I get another confirmation that he's still there because I see his tracer shooting at my teammate, and I decided to full sprint around the corner, doing the same thing that the enemy just did to me. Luckily, I think there was some peeker's advantage here, as I was able to get the shot off first, throwing off his aim, allowing me to win that fight. But I make another mistake by reloading right here, which is towards the enemy spawn, and I'm fully peeking, and so if there was an enemy down here or up on the catwalk with me, I wouldn't be able to do anything and probably die. What I should have done is just finish my reload around the staircase. And then just skipping on towards the next spot. Over here, I started to realize that I was out of cover and exposing myself to a lot of angles. And so I did the right thing by pulling back towards the staircase, cutting off the left side angle, and just pretty much making the engagement around here and to my right. And I know my team's on the right, so he should have me covered over there. Honestly, over there, I probably got lucky with the head tap. Again, I kind of full swept to the right with no cover around me, hoping that I just win the strafe battle here. Which I did, but realistically, I probably should have just stayed tight to the corner and shot him, as I knew he was already there from the footsteps. And then on the second round, I kind of knew that these were newer players, and I kind of just did a stupid play here, but it worked out for me. Definitely not something you should do in Arena or a regular Tarkov, as this will probably get you killed against more seasoned players. As you see, I ran in front of my teammate, knowing that there's going to be an enemy at the bottom as they get there first. So I'm putting myself in between the enemy and my teammate, which resulted in me getting hit by both of them. And that is not my teammate's fault, that is fully on me by just running in front. Not only did I do it once, I did it twice. As you see here, I jump across, getting hit by my teammate and him again. Like I said, these are newer players, so they're probably not expecting me to be so aggressive. And resulting in his other teammate dying because they weren't expecting me to be so close to them so quickly. Right there, I ran all the way across just so I could get the right hand peek, knowing that he was already up there from his earlier shot, allowing me to win that fight. Although probably shouldn't have pre-fired so early on, giving myself away. And I just ended that round healing in the respawn. Over here, I think I played this round much better than my previous rounds, as I stuck closer to cover and clearing each section before moving on. Unfortunately, I'm still new to this map, and I knew there was a catwalk up there, I just didn't know exactly where to look, but luckily I still was able to manage to win that fight. And then getting shot in the back, so I know there's still someone around there. I had a feeling he was close by, so I didn't bother to heal yet, but after seeing no one over there, I came back to our side to heal my heavy bleed, but I still have a feeling that he's over there, so I check again. Still facing a lot of new players, as they don't know the map yet, because he's looking over to the right, but I don't think you can see this section as this wall over here is blocking, so he was looking at a corner where he's looking at this corner. When you're ever doing a left-hand peek, you should always do that shoulder swap, as it really does reduce how much of your body shows when you're left-hand peeking. Although I still think right-hand peeks are still better, but this does help. You just gotta remember to shoulder swap when you're going back to the right side. And over here, I did the same thing again. I saw both of them, but I decided to swing more right, leaving me out of cover, and luckily I didn't get punished for that. But I should have played more like this and stayed on this angle instead of pushing out right. Over there, I think I was just using the peeker advantage again, as I don't think I registered on the screen yet, allowing me to get the first shot off again. On the last round, I didn't really do much here, just making sure I played tight to cover, clearing each section before moving on. Unfortunately for that player, it was 4v1 or 3v1, and my teammate and I were both converging on him from both sides, so he didn't really have a chance there of winning, and that resulted us in winning the game. Like I said, if you're first starting off in Tarkov or starting off in Arena, you are facing a lot of newer players, so you can make a lot of mistakes without getting punished too hard, so don't be afraid to just jump in. I think we're facing slightly better players, as my team and their team both have C-rank players, so getting a little up there. And on this map, I like to push directly to this box with the graffiti on it, and I'm mainly coming here to look at German to get any info, see if anyone's crossing into there, and looking under the wing and playing on the right-hand peak with decent cover. And getting that kill, just pushing up with my team. Realistically, I probably should have stuck with my team and tried to help cover him, as he ran up and died to someone in their spawn. And that was him dying. Sounded like it was around Louis. So if I was there, I might have been able to help him. But instead, I chose to go under the plane. And over here, I just got lucky. I was out of position and in the open. But luckily, I won that engagement. But here's where I did something really dumb. As you see, after getting that kill, I kind of gave away my position and didn't try to retreat to get any cover. Instead, just kind of circle strafed in the open while reloading, resulting in me getting shot from the guy in Burger King. And at the time I didn't see him, and then I saw the muzzle flash there, and then this is where I did something really stupid. Even though he was already shooting at me, I decided to re-challenge him on the peak, resulting in getting head tapped right away. I think the only thing I did right there was do the shoulder transition to the left side before peeking, but I probably should have just retreated and fight from a different position instead of trying to re-peek him while he's already shooting. So that was a really bad play, and probably not something I should have done.
Почти не осталось. Потери. Красных потери! Хорош!
Okay, now I remember. So one good thing I did here is just stick to cover and not expose myself to too many angles while trying to get some information before engaging. And then over there, I saw movement on the top right of the sniper platform. He didn't see me, so he walked out and moved to the left side where my team was shooting up on airplane. I think he was trying to flank my team, and I just happened to be at the right place. Over here, I came back up to the plane later to help my teammate. Okay, this is where I made another mistake. As you can see on the scoreboard, this is 3v1, so I should have looked at the scoreboard knowing that that enemy that shot at me, he was the last one, but I didn't register at the time. And so when I heard a footstep behind me, I turned around to make sure it wasn't a bad guy. So yeah, I heard my teammate behind me, didn't need to. And then fortunately, it was just bad timing. My painkillers wore off, so I decided to pop another one. And as I was doing that, the enemy was in the open on the wing, and that's just bad timing. If I didn't have the painkiller at the time, I could have been able to help. Instead, I decided to do something really stupid, which is wide peek on the left, resulting in my death. And as you can see in the kill cam, that I was way out of cover when I was peeking, when I challenged him. You got a really nice shot, and as you can see, nowhere near any cover. I should have played closer to that box where I already was and just peek him from that side. Instead, I decided to swing too far to the left and resulted in my death. But luckily, my team was able to mop it up. So, on the first round, I played at the graffiti box, and so not to play on the same angle again, so they wouldn't pre-fire me, I decided to play over here by the ATM machine. And I think I did pretty well over here. Probably should have waited for him to go more to the right when he was out of cover before taking that shot. And I saw movement on top of the plane, but I wasn't sure if it was a teammate, so I didn't shoot right away. And then once I knew it was blue, I decided to shoot. And something I really like about carbines and DMRs is that they're very stable, and I can win most long-range engagements or medium-range engagements. And then I pushed myself into the corner because I saw another blue guy run out of the top plane, hoping that he didn't see me while I finished my reload, and then re-peek him while doing the left shoulder swap again. And then I did the same thing again. I keep pushing too far out of cover to get a better angle on enemy, which resulted in me exposing myself to two enemies, one on the right and one on the left. I wasn't able to get the head tap on him, but luckily I did the smart thing, retreated back, reloaded, and knowing that there was a guy on the right near China, I came out swinging. I came out on this side swinging, knowing that someone might be there, ready to shoot. And he wasn't ready for that, as he was still in his sprinting animation, and I was able to kill him. And then running back, I did the smart thing by not re-engaging him there and just knowing that I'll probably lose that fight, as I have a light bleed and a heavy bleed from the last fight. So I just ran away to heal. And luckily my team was able to kill the rest of the enemy. The last time I was on the side, I played both times on the right. This time we went left, tried to play in this airplane with the windows as I'm not exposing too much of my body. I think I hesitated too much around this half plane I knew I wanted to go straight ahead, and I just kind of stood out here in the open too long. I should have just went forward to these boxes right away instead of exposing myself to the top plane and the left side, Louis, and behind me. So for that fight, I got pretty lucky as I got shot in the back. Realistically, if he had better bullets, he probably would have just killed me outright, but luckily on tier 1 you have shitty bullets, so you can live through some mistakes. And he reloaded, and he did the right thing by going to the right side to finish off his reload. He just didn't realize I was swinging to the right. And I just played for cover and healing, and my team managed to finish the last guy off on this round. Yeah, right there. Okay.
Усилие к потере. Хорошая работа, красные. Раунд за вами. Красные побеждают в матче.
And then on to the last round. Again, I'm just trying to be more cautious about how I play around cover and not to push too reckless. Trying to clear each section before exposing more of my body. As you see, I did the same thing I did the first round. Under the plane again, kind of in the open. Luckily the guy by German was looking towards our spawn, didn't see me. I was able to kill him. But after killing him, I kind of just stood in the open instead of pushing to the right where cover was, resulting in me being in the open again, getting shot by this guy. And not being able to land my shots. But luckily, I did rebind my pistol to a quick swap, which drains some stamina when you pull out your pistol, but you pull it out much faster. See, after watch my pistol, if you pay attention to my stamina, it drops quite a bit because I had the quick swap. I was able to pull out my pistol faster, resulting in me being able to finish him off to win the game.